About time we sorted these potatoes out. Got loads of tubs. Nice big ones like that, perfect for your main crop potatoes. And then we've got some slightly smaller, and they're alright for your first and second earlies, because those potatoes don't grow quite as big. So we'll sort through the seed potatoes that we've chitted, and then we'll get all of them planted in containers today, so that job's done. I'm definitely going to need more compost, so I'll pop out this afternoon and get a few bags, just so we can get all those potatoes sorted. I have got a couple of bags of this left. It was cheapest I could find from range. It's called Super Grow, but I've had mixed reviews about that from people. First bag I used didn't seem too bad, but people have said that they've opened these bags and the compost doesn't seem to be very good quality. You know that Grow Show's alright. So what I'm going to do is open a couple of these bags, tip it out and see what it's like. And if it's not as good as I want it to be, I'll nip and I'll get some more of that Grow Show instead. It's a bit dark, but it doesn't seem that bad a quality to me. And we're only planting potatoes in it, so just tip some out. We don't need to sieve it for planting potatoes. It doesn't seem bad to me. The lady that commented on channel a couple of weeks ago got a bad batch, because this seems alright. It's perfectly alright, like I said, for me to plant potatoes in. So because this were cheaper, I'll probably get another 6 bags of that. We've got quite a few different types of potato as well. I've got a couple of second earlies that I need to sort out. One's called Nicola and the other's called Kestrel. And they've been in house growing these chits, and you can see they've definitely got chits on them. But it's time to get them planted now, so these bottom chits, I'm just knocking those off. I don't want too many growing. And obviously, because they're different types of potato, they're going to go in different containers as well. I've got this container, that's a 25 litre, and I think that's big enough for second earlies. So I've got a bit of waste compost in the bottom area, just to start that container off, so we're not using all this best compost. And as always, I'm going to put some fertiliser in it. This is bone meal. You can get boxes of this from either Poundland or Own Bergens. It's about £2 a box. So get a nice bit of that in there. And we'll get these Nicola out at way first. We've only got 3 of those left, and one of them is quite small, so we'll put all those in. And I'll just put them in a triangle, obviously with those chits facing upwards. And then I'm just going to cover these potatoes. I'm not going to fill up containers at all, not until I see some coming through. So about half full will do for now. And then I'll drop that label in there so I know what they are. And that's one done. And then I've got one of these containers, a good sized container, just a little bit bigger than that one we just used, but not as big as those bell pots outside. So again, second earlies. And I'm putting about 4 inch in bottom of this container. And again, I'm going to put 3 seed potatoes in. And exactly the same as before, just bury them a couple of inches. and add in some feed. At least we know there's nutrition in there to start with. And then I'm just going to drop a label in that. Once again, we know where it is then. Because your second earlies are going to be ready for harvest way before your main crops. So it's important that you know which is which. While I'm looking through these potatoes, I'll show you this as well. That's them peppers that we sowed. And we took the seeds from a yellow bell pepper that we bought from the supermarket and we dried them out and sowed those seeds. And the other half of this tray are some seeds that I saved from last year, which is a not chili pepper called Allotment drop. And you can see that we're starting to get some decent germination. So those seeds that we saved and those seeds that we harvested from the shop water pepper are working, because we saved them all and we got quite a lot of seeds. So if they make decent plants, we're all set up for next year for peppers. Then I'm moving on to the biggest containers, which are these. And I'm going to use these for those Sarpo Myra main crops because they grow really big potatoes. So I'll put again a few inch at bottom. That feed. And these I've only got a couple of chits on each. So what I'm going to do for this container is I'm just going to put 2 seed potatoes in that. And then bury them again. And I'll save these bags because we can plant some more seed potatoes in these as well. And we've already done that with one outside. That saves us buying more containers. And again, we'll just chuck a label in. Well, we've still got quite a few seed potatoes to go out yet. But we're getting them all done today, so I best pop to the shop before they close and get some extra compost. Well, in finish, I ended up sticking with Grow. It seems pretty good compost, that. And I do think it's a little bit better than this other one. 3 50-litre bags for £15, I think it's a pretty good deal. So I've just popped out and got 6 of those. So I can finish off these potatoes now. And some of these potatoes are actually going in compost bags. And I'll just make a couple of slits in bottom to make sure we get good drainage. And I've got these very strange looking potatoes. I had to get them just because they're different. Very weird. Pink fir apple, they're called. So I think in what's going to be a 50-litre bag, I'm going to put 3 seed potatoes in that. Especially since they are quite small potatoes. And I don't think they get much bigger than that. So we might as well utilise it best way we can. So once again, in a triangle, 3 seed potatoes with chits facing upwards. And I've rolled this bag down a little bit as well. Trying to make that one box last for every container. And we'll get them covered up. And then as they grow through this compost, we'll roll this bag up and then fill it up again until we get to the top. And another label. So we've got quite a few containers of potatoes done at the moment. But I have still got a few left. And since I bought all those bags, I might as well get them all done today. And then that's that job over for season. All we need to do then is just wait to harvest all these potatoes. And we all know that potato harvests are definitely the most exciting part of the year. Because it's not until you empty these tubs, you know exactly what you're going to get. And we always enjoy doing those. And because weather's so nice today, and it seems to be forecast to be nice for quite a few days, we'll put all these outside. We've also got a bit of rain on the way in a couple of days, so they'll benefit from that as well. I've just cleared out another one of these really big ones. We'll use this for them Sarpo main crops again. And these, what are left, are now quite small ones, so I am going to put 3 in this container. So I'll crack on and get these finished. By the time we've done, we're going to have 10 or 12 containers of potatoes for this season, which I think's plenty. And the best part about it is they're in containers, so when it comes to harvest, we can just tip them out. There's no digging things up in garden. There shouldn't be any problems with bugs ruining us potatoes as well, with them being in containers. We also have that added advantage that if we get any bad winds, we can move them into greenhouse out of the way so those tops don't get damaged like they do here every single year. We can better keep an eye on watering as well. So I'm going to crack on, and if you want to see how all these containers turn out at end of season, then please hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we'll see you next time. Have a nice Easter.